So if eyes, we're going to have a moment of silent prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance led by Dave Buck. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You can be seated. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wilson?
Here.
Mr. Coulter?
Here.
Mr. Lovett?
Here.
Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mrs. Knight? Here. Mr. Schmidt?
Here.
And Mr. Tankersley is absent with notice.
Thank you. Approval of minutes. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Those stand as written and approved. Communications and reports. Mayor Hardman.
Thank you. First of all, our monthly Mayor's Court report for August 2023. Mayor's Court brought in total revenue of $21,514.78, bringing our year-to-date total to $154,621.91, which is a little over almost $1,000 more than we did last year. Full report of all of that is it will be attached to the minutes and for your review. I would like to let you all know there is a Hamilton County Municipal League regular board meeting that's coming up that's going to be hosted here in Sharonville at our fire department, and I am frantically looking for the date on that because I'd like you to all know what it is. So our guest speaker will be Kent Scarrett, who is the executive director of the Ohio Municipal League. So it's always good to hear what they're working on at the State House to keep things functioning well there and to advocate on behalf of us and the other municipalities around the state. Jim found it quicker than I did. It is September 21st, Thursday, September 21st. 6 o'clock is social time. 6:30 is dinner with the program starting at 7. So you are all welcome to attend. You are all welcome to be there. Our dues that we pay go toward that. It's always good to see your faces there to make that a successful. There is you all should receive emails, so hopefully you do. If you're going to go and you know you're going to go, RSVP so they do know. It helps. If you didn't RSVP, just show up because we'd rather have you there. And there's usually plenty of food. And I wish we were more and better attended, considering the number of municipalities that actually pay money into the Municipal League. And we try to bring in speakers that are relevant to your day-to-day activities and representing the residents of our community. So if you have that time, join us on the next Thursday. Not this Thursday, the next Thursday.
Yes.
Other than that, it was a pleasure for Princeton to invite us out for Community Officials Nights. So nice to see some of you there for that to help celebrate our connections with our local school, and all of that fun on Friday night lights football. And that's all I have for tonight.
Are there any questions for the mayor? Seeing none. Safety Service Director, Mr. Lucas.
Thank you. Just two things. First, for those of us who are video game fanatics, today is National Video Game Day. So go to Arcade Legacy after the council meeting and enjoy some video games. And probably more important for our operations, today is also National Policewoman Day. So if you know Sergeant Taggart or Dee Dee, Officer Smith, please express your appreciation for their efforts in keeping our community safe. Nationwide, I think, Chief, correct me if I'm wrong, about 10% of officers are female.
National Women's Week today got its start in the late 1890s when the first female officer came on board in Chicago. And here internally, our most notable female officer is Officer Taggart, first female officer, rank sergeant.
Wonderful.
Legislation-wise, they're just first readings tonight. Chief, in case there was any questions about lock camera proposal.
All right. I don't really have a report this evening, except that Mr. Tankersley is on the mend. He is having some water retention and pain right now in his legs, so he wasn't able to make it, but he promises to be back at our last meeting in September. So that'll work out perfect. Clerk of Council, Mrs. Buhite.
Thanks. I just thought I would start mentioning or reminding everybody that the last meeting in October is the 24th and not the 31st.
Perfect.
And-
Trick or treat.
Yes. And the liquor license transfer of location for Peg's Pub was remitted. That's all.
Thank you. Residents that wish to be heard this evening? My favorite resident, do you want to talk? You're up.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Tim Schmidt, 12215 Pickwick Place. And I just want to mention, I don't know how many of you know that several members of the Sharonville Fire Department did go down to TQL Stadium last Saturday, September 9th, to climb the stairs in memory or in honor of the fallen firefighters of 9/11 Hollows. I was fortunate, they allowed me to go down with them. Now, I drove down, I followed them, but during all the opening ceremonies and all that kind of stuff, I was with them, and I did watch them go. Want to make 100% clear, I did not climb the steps. I was there strictly to support all of the firemen, not just Sharonville, but all of the firemen. And most of them, including most of the Sharonville Fire Department members, did wear full turnout gear, including oxygen tanks. I'm not sure how many pounds that is, but that's a lot to carry up and down the equivalent of 100 flights of stairs. So anyway, I just wanted to thank the fire department for allowing me to be part of it, and thank them for their service. Also to thank the police for their service. Thank you.
Thank you. Council committees, community development, Mr. Wilson.
Tomorrow night, there's a meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals at 6:30 with 4 agenda items, followed by the Planning Commission meeting immediately after the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting with 1 agenda item for the Planning Commission.
Thank you. Community services, Mr. Lovett.
Thank you. My report is on file with Ms. Buhite. Our next meeting will be Wednesday, October 4th at 4 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Budget, finance, and project oversight, Mr. Cook.
Thank you. No report for budget and finance or for project oversight. Thank you.
Thanks. Honored citizens, Mrs. Knight.
Okay, tonight I'm going to honor the Sharonville Aquatic Center and its staff. They had such a successful year with all their new events, including birthday parties and even doing the thing for the employees. I thought that was awesome. And I'm so glad they got their ice cream machine going. So I think that was a big success. So thanks for such a fun year.
Thank you. Law and public safety, Mr. Schmidt.
Thank you. Our next meeting will be on the 19th, 4 o'clock, Administrative Conference Room. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go down to new business, please.
First reading of ordinance 2023-55, amending 2023 appropriations for various funds and authorizing advances of funds. First reading of emergency ordinance 2023-56E, directing the filing of petitions to appropriate various fee simple interests with reservation of access, standard highway easements, and temporary easements as a quick take for the public purpose of improving U.S. Route 42, a public roadway open to the public without charge in the city of Sharonville, Hamilton County, Ohio, and declaring an emergency. First reading of ordinance 2023-57E, amending 2023 appropriations for the 401 Capital Fund and authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract for flock safety cameras.
Did anyone have questions on the flock safety cameras? Okay, thank you. another opportunity if you'd like to be heard again, Mr. Schmidt. You're okay? Perfect. Are there any other matters to be heard before council tonight? Seeing none, is there a motion for adjournment? So moved by Mr. Cook, second by Mrs. Knight. All those in favor, yes?
Yes.
Those opposed, no. And we stand adjourned. Thank you. 5 minutes and 5:15. There was actually, we came